I spent hours digging through the gray market. I found 10 watches that may be overlooked. I also found some under $100 and a few more that offer incredible Swiss value. Hey, there you are, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason, and today we've got 10 incredible gray market finds. These are true hidden gems. Oh, and they're on sale, so you do not want to miss this. This is going to be fun. You know the deal. Grab a snack, pull up a chair, and let's talk watches. And before we jump in, give me just a few seconds to talk about the gray market. These are authentic, brand new watches sold outside the manufacturer's authorized dealer network, which is why you'll often see prices well below MSRP. Just remember, the manufacturer's warranty is usually replaced by the retailer's own warranty. And for this video, I searched through Jomashop, Ashford, and Creation Watches looking for stunners that I think truly are hidden gems. All right, guys, now for the fun part. Let's see what's on the menu and find a few hidden gems. And let's start with a brand I think deserves a whole lot more attention than they get. This is Zeppelin. We are specifically talking about their LZ127 variants. Named after the legendary German airships, Zeppelin has built a reputation for creating watches that blend vintage aviation styling with solid mechanical movements, and somehow they still manage to fly under the radar. This particular model features beautiful dials, blued hands, and domed crystals, and that gives it a timeless look without the premium price tag. You also get sweet automatic movements. I found this one on Creation Watches for just over $200, and honestly, I think that's an incredible value for what you're getting. If you've been looking for a dress watch with real character, something you don't see every day on everyone's wrist, the Zeppelin L127 deserves a serious look. I simply don't really understand why people aren't talking more about Zeppelin. I will say that sometimes the best hidden gems aren't hidden because they're new. They're hidden because not enough people are paying attention. Now, the next watch completely surprised me. When most people think of Casio, they think of G-Shocks, Duros, and maybe a classic digital watch. But this is something entirely different. The MTP-B215L3AV has a beautiful green dial, a clean rectangular case, and a classic dress watch look that honestly feels far more expensive than it has any right to be. I found this guy on Creation Watches for just $67.50, and at that price, it's one of the easiest recommendations in this entire video. Next up is a watch that proves you don't have to spend a fortune to really own a solid Japanese automatic. This is the Orient Contemporary and just under $150 on Jomashop. It's one of the best values I found while putting this list together. Orient has quietly built a reputation for making reliable in-house automatic watches that continually impress those that see this particular watch. They don't always get the attention of Seiko or Citizen, but collectors know just how good these watches can be. This model has a clean, versatile design that works just as well with a t-shirt as it does with a sports coat, which makes it an easy everyday watch for just about everyone. If you've been thinking about buying your first automatic, or you simply are looking for an affordable everyday piece from a brand with a great reputation, the Orient Contemporary deserves a spot on your shortlist. Next up is a watch I think you will love. If you're a fan of aviation history, man, do I have something for you. This is the AV8 Hawker Hurricane Kent automatic, and it's inspired by one of the aircraft that helped change the course of World War II. AV8 has built its reputation around creating watches that pay tribute to historical military aircraft, and they do it without simply copying someone else's design. That's one of the things I really appreciate about this brand. I found this one on Jomashop for under $190, and for a well-finished automatic with a unique design and story behind it, I think that's a tremendous value. If you're looking for a watch that's a little bit different, something that starts a conversation and has some genuine inspiration behind it, the Hawker Hurricane Kent is definitely one to consider. Citizen is a brand that almost everyone knows, but this isn't the Citizen most people think of. This is the Tsuyosa Small Seconds, and I honestly think it's one of the most attractive watches Citizen has ever released. Between the textured dial, the small seconds display, and integrated bracelet design, this watch feels far more refined than the price would suggest. It's a watch that catches your eye immediately, but the details are what keeps you looking. I found it on Jomashop for under $300, and considering the finishing, the automatic movement, and just how unique it looks, I think this is one of the best values in Citizen's current lineup. I will say, if you've been wanting a modern sports watch that looks just a little bit different than the usual suspects, then Tsuyosa deserves a serious look. It may just surprise you as it did me. Hey guys, we are halfway home, but I just want to mention, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, it really would help. We've got a lot of cool stuff planned, more giveaways, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And now back to the lineup. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you've probably heard me talk about Ratio before. And there's a good reason for that. They continue to make watches that deliver far more than their price tag would tell you it would. This is the Ratio Sky Surfer, and it's another good example. It combines classic pilot watch styling with impressive specifications and on a level of quality that honestly is well worth the money. I found this one on Jomashop for just $145, and I think it's one of the best bargains in the entire video. If you've never given Ratio a second look, this is a great place to start. This next watch is proof you don't have to spend a fortune to own something that's genuinely elegant. This is the second Orient on today's list. This is a Stretto, and I honestly think it's one of the most beautiful dress watches on today's gray market. Orient is already known for delivering outstanding value, but this model takes it to a new level. Instead of being sporty or rugged, it's refined, understated, and incredibly classy. I found it on Jomashop for under $190, and every time I look at it, I'm amazed that this watch, this attractive, can be at this price. So guys, if you're looking for a dress watch, this one's a little bit different, and it deserves a second look from you. Now let's move on to Swiss territory, and I can't think of a better place to start than Mido. This is the Baroncelli, and Mido has quietly built a reputation for producing some of the finest value-driven Swiss watches on the market, yet they rarely get the same attention as brands like Hamilton or Tissot. The Baroncelli is elegant, beautifully finished, and powered by Mido's impressive caliber 80 movement. It's the kind of watch that looks equally at home in the office or at a wedding or out to dinner. I found this one on Ashford around $365. Now, there is a coupon to apply, so make sure you add that. I think it's one of, if not the best, Swiss dress watch available right now. I found this guy on Ashford for under $365 after applying the coupon, and honestly, I think it's one of the best Swiss dress watches available right now. If you've been wanting to step into Swiss watchmaking without stepping into a four-figure price tag, the Baroncelli is a watch you absolutely should consider. And next, if you're looking for a true Swiss dive watch without spending thousands of dollars, the next one deserves your attention. This is the Glycine Combat Sub, and it's one of the best values I found while putting this list together. Glycine has been building watches since 1914, and they don't always get the attention they deserve. They've earned a loyal following among collectors who appreciate solid, no-nonsense Swiss watchmaking. The Combat Sub gives you everything you'd want in an everyday diver: excellent build quality, classic styling, and dependable Swiss automatic movements. All at a price that's hard to ignore. I found this one on Ashford just under $400 after the coupon is applied, and I honestly think it competes with dive watches costing twice as much. Now, I will say, if you've been waiting for the right time to add a Swiss diver to your collection, maybe this is the right one. I'm going to finish with a watch I think is one of the coolest stories in all of watchmaking. This is the Glycine Airman, and if you've never looked into its history, you're in for a treat. The Airman was originally introduced back in 1953 and quickly became a favorite among military pilots and commercial airline crews. Long before GMT watches became mainstream, the Airman was already helping travelers keep track of multiple time zones around the world. Over the years, it's earned a loyal following, not because of flashy marketing, but because of its history, its purpose, and its unmistakable design. I found this guy on Ashford for just over $400. Make sure you apply the coupon, and considering you're getting a genuine piece of watchmaking history, I think it's one of the most compelling values on today's gray market. If you've been looking for a watch with real heritage, real character, and a story you can actually tell every time someone asks about it, the Glycine Airman deserves a place near the top of your list. Now, there are coupon codes listed in the description, so make sure you check those out if you get interested in any of these watches. I will say that one thing this video reminded me of is that sometimes the best watches aren't sitting over at the local jewelry store in their window. They're actually hidden on the gray market. Hey, you made it to the end of another video. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please take the time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It'll only take you a second, but it really does help. All right, my friends, we checked the time and it is time to wrap this up, so we will close the show. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch. We'll do it all again next time, but wait, don't forget, dudes can't be late.